Hello, hello, my awesome family. How you doing? My name is Dayle host of the Awesome Music Show, and I'm delighted to go live with you one more time this Friday. And trust me, it's a pleasure to join you live this Friday, November 11th. It's another awesome day given to us by an awesome God to do some awesome things. And trust me, this is going to be a show that will be doing some awesome things. We'll be sharing some awesome music, awesome testimony, and the vibe will just be right. So we want to thank every single person joining us wherever you're joining from. Blessings, blessings, raw. See you live on that. Wherever you're joining us from, we want to thank you for joining us, and we just hope that this show will be an inspiration to you and your family. We want you to share in the blessings of this show, and just feel free to post in the chat, send your questions, send your comments, and let's just keep the vibe going. Bless you, Sir Marlon, all the way from Trinidad. Thank you so much. Looking forward to the interview as well, bro. We'll talk some more about that. So we look forward to that. It's a really, really awesome time. The year is almost coming to an end, and we just have to give God thanks that He has allowed us to see this day in November. And I'm sure 2023 will be a great year. A lot of people are just coming out of the stresses of the pandemic, and I'm sure looking forward to, just excelling in 2023. So we thank God that He has allowed us to be here today. So wherever you're joining from, Trinidad, Jamaica, USA, UAE, thank you so much. And it's a pleasure serving you one more time. One more time.
Hello, it's another awesome day given to us by an awesome God. I'm Precious Emmanuel, and you're listening to the Awesome Music Show with your host, Dale T. Don't touch the dial.
All right, so you got the instructions. Don't touch the dial. We're gonna be live. We're gonna be live. We're gonna be live. That's my sister Precious Emmanuel live from Nigeria, and on Sunday she will be having her wonderful, wonderful album launch. It's called God's Goodness over there in Nigeria, Abuja to be exact. And she was my guest on the show on Monday, and very young lady, but trust me. Thank you so much for joining, Clyde. Kwashi. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And she'll be having her album launch on Sunday, God's Goodness. And trust me, awesome, awesome, awesome tracks. Find her on social media, support her, and just, be a blessing to that wonderful, wonderful album launch. But before we go into some really, really good stuff, the ABGME Awards was just concluded on the weekend, and our special guest online as well went there to perform. We'll be talking some more about that. And the Awesome Music Show, God has shined His light on us. We were duly awarded as we were nominated, and we won the award as Best Online Entertainment and for 2022. And it's just a blessing. 2 years doing the show, and we could be spotted by the ABGMA Awards all the way in Antigua. It's a blessing, and we'll be talking some more about that in the show. But to kick things off, let's do something. I'm gonna do this. How we do it? Do this work. Let's check.
Facebook,
This is what I want all of you to do right
Instagram,
now.
Snapchat, Twitter, tweet, tweet, social media. Let's go! Yeah! Like and share. When I this you feel like and share. Yeah. Please don't stop and just stare. Cause I this the word is to hear. Like and share. When I this you feel like and share.
Let me pause that. So you know what to do. The song is telling you. If you're hearing the audio and there's an echo, please feel free to share the chat and just know we welcome your feedback. Most of you know we've been having some little challenges with the platform, so bless you, Sister Izzy, Sister Michelle. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for being. Let me just check who else is in the chat, and then we just drop the music. All right, Sister Izzy, blessing. See you there. All right, thank you so much. So tell us about the audio. We are really looking forward to hear your feedback. So let's kick things off again, all the way from the top. and then we go to our special guest.
Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, tweet, social media. Let's go. Yeah. Like and share. Well, I this you feel like and share. Yeah. Please don't stop and just steer. Cause I this the word if you hear. Like and share. Well, I this you feel like and share. Yo. Please don't stop and just steer. This faith you have and no fear. Yo. Like and share. Well, I this you feel like and share. Please don't stop and just steer. Cause I this the word if you hear. Like and share. Well, I this you feel like and share. Please don't stop and just steer. This faith you have and no fear. So love the word that he gave his only begotten son. Christ died for my sins, no condemnation that done. Let me tell you a little about redemption. His death was a part of the prescription, so we can have access to salvation. He went and made justification, spot Islam from appreciation, so we can have reconciliation. Sin and death just get eviction, cause Christ just did a substitution. What really was meant for me and you, we had deserved death cause we weren't the true. LOL.
From the top, request
Facebook,
dignified son. Pull up.
Snapchat,
Just do what the song is say, like and share.
tweet, social media. Let's go. Yeah. Like and share. Well, I this you feel like and share. Yeah. Please don't stop and just steer. Cause I this the word if you hear. Like and share. Well, I this you feel like and share. Please don't stop and just steer. This faith you have and no fear. Like and share. Well, I this you feel like and share.
Bless him.
Please don't stop and just steer. Cause I this the word if you hear. Like and share. Well, I this you feel like and share. Please don't stop and just steer. This faith I have and no fear. For God so loved the word that he gave his only begotten son. Christ died for my sins, no condemnation that done. Let me tell you a little about redemption. His death was a part of the prescription, so we can have access to salvation. He went and made justification, spot Islam from appreciation, so we can have reconciliation. Sin and death just get eviction, cause Christ just did a substitution. What really was meant for me and you, and deserve them cause we weren't the true. LOL. You lose. You put him on the cross cause you really never no. Like and share. Well, I this you feel like and share. Please don't stop and just steer. Cause I this the word in here. Like and share. Well, I this you feel like and share. Please don't stop and just steer. Like this faith I have and no fear. Like and share. Well, I this you feel like and share. Please don't stop and just steer. Cause I this the word if you hear. Like and share. Well, I this you feel like and share. Please don't stop and just steer. This faith I have and no fear. Christ never just said and he done this up. These are the time for them keep set up. Them put him in a 2-man close it up. Runs a cash, rise it up.
Big up.
And Satan shut up. You know how long we will want find you. Unfriend him. We don't want no comment. Oh pray, where is your victory then? Where is your sting? Well, Paul already tell you that this thing is the sin. Christ paid that on the cross that we know. Oh, you're nothing. There comes a great day when you're gonna win with him. Hashtag no pussy. Jesus said he's risen have power over death and the grave. Tweet and make you know no longer a slave. DM all your contact is on your stage. Look for everybody that you see online. Put the brand status on your timeline. Make it bold, it's a divine. Facebook, repost it, he is mine. Like and share, like and share. Social media, like and share.
How shall they believe in him of whom they have not heard? How shall they hear without a preacher? Let's play truth or dare. I dare you to get your face in the good book cause your life can share. Truth is you'll get hooked and become the anchor of the good news there. Plain and simple, we want you to know salvation's here. Let's translate salvation here. Salud, salvation, salvation. Salute, soteria, Jesus. You sound better than Jesus. I can never get enough for saying the name of the one who frees us.
Sister Izzy, for Sister Izzy.
Facebook.
If Sister Izzy say wheel, we have to wheel, you know.
Instagram.
Big up Sister Izzy. Clyde, we'll give you a link, definitely.
Tweet. Social media. Let's go. Like and share. Well, I this you feel like and share. Please don't stop and just steer. Cause I this the word if you hear. Like and share. Well, I this you feel like and share. Please don't stop and just steer. This faith we have and no fear. Like and share. Well, I this you feel like and share. Please don't stop and just steer. Cause I this the word if you hear. Like and share. Well, I this you feel like and share. Please don't stop and just steer. This faith now have a fear. For God so loved the word that he gave his only begotten son. Christ died for my sins, no condemnation that done. Let me tell you a little about redemption. His death was a part of the prescription, so we can have access to salvation.
This is the easy.
Islam from appreciation. So conciliation, sin and death just get eviction, cause Christ just did a substitution. What really was meant for me and you, we had deserved that cause we weren't the true. LOL, and the devil Satan you lose. You put him on the cross cause you really never left. Like and share. Well, I just feel like and share. Please don't stop and just steer. Cause I just do word if you hear. Like and share. Well, I just feel like and share. Please don't stop and just steer. Like this faith now have no fear. Yo. Like and share. Well, I just feel like and share. Please don't stop and just steer. Cause I just the word if you hear. Like and share. Well, I just feel like and share. Please don't stop and just steer. This faith now have no fear.
Greetings. Demetra Teape.
You know how long we will want find you unfriend him. We know I no comment. Oh pray, where is your victory then? Where is your sting? Well, Paul already tell you that this thing is the sin. Christ paid that on the cross that we know. There could a great deal when you're not with him. Hashtag no pussy, Jesus said he's risen have power over death and the grave. Tweet and make you know no longer a slave. DM all your contact is on your stage. Look for everybody that you see online. Put the brand status on your timeline. Make it bold, it's a divine. Facebook, repost it, he is mine. Like and share, like and share. Social media, JAMAICA, like and share.
Question: how shall they believe in him or whom they have not heard? How they hear without a preach? But there, you didn't get your face in the good book cause you're liking shit. Truth is you'll get hooked and become the anchor of the good news. Plain and simple, we want you to know salvation's here. Let's translate salvation here. Salud, salvation, salvation, velasta, salvation, salute, soteria, Jesus. You sound better than Jesus. I can never get enough of in the name of the one who freed us. It was like you savage. And I'm like you would be too if you knew what Christ had through the salvage. That's like me and never got confused. Ain't got for me this son to pay you.
Big up. Lighting up the chat, like and share. All right, I want to thank every single person for dropping your comments in the chat. DJ Chris on the mix. Let me see who I'm missing here. Leonell Teape, Sister Izzy, Sister Michelle, Minister Darren. Big up to every single person in the chat. Thank you for sharing. Trust me, this song, I don't know how many of you, when you hear this song the first time and that little ping, you know that's not the sound of your phone you're checking. You know that catch me the first time. Love the song, bro. Really trendy, and it's really good.
Thank you.
Welcome to the Awesome Music Spotlight. And my guest today on the Awesome Music Spotlight is Minister Leonell Teape. And trust me, really a pleasure having you on the show, bro. It's a really awesome. All right, he is an
You very
international recording artist. He's a singer, songwriter, worship leader. He is a vibe master, I'll add that in, and also a peace ambassador for the United Nations. Thank you so much, bro, for being my guest on the Awesome Music Show. And on a Friday, it's the Awesome Music Spotlight, and you're in the spotlight today. Thank you so much, bro. How is everything going?
Yes. Man, it's an honor, a pleasure being here. I'm happy to be here on this show. Thank you very much for having me, and thank you for everyone that's joining in.
Yeah.
And thank you very much for everybody that's joining. But I'm happy to be here, Dayle.
All right, blessings, man. I see some people, Kirk Patrick Brown, thank you so much as well. I have to try and big up everybody. Monica McLean, thank you so much. Thank you so much. All right, thank you so much, my cousin Monica McLean. Thank you so much. All those who are on the Instagram platform, Stacy, Leva, Ted Wilson, Elevate. Wilson. Oh, poor me. Stacey Elevated Wilson. Marsha Ali Purple. Let me see who else I'm missing out. Cam 211. Wayne Stoddard joined. Thank you so much, bro. Blessings, blessings. Fluffy Kira, my sister, and Wing Deja. Thank you so much.
Win, Wingy Danger. Wingy
Wing
Danger was one of the
Danger.
awardee at in Antigua.
All right. So we can touch some of that, man. We can touch some of that. All right. Thank you so much, Sister Izzy. We know you're doing so many different things, Sister Izzy. So even 30 seconds is appreciated, Sister Izzy. Trust me. It's really good, really good.
Yes.
So for all those who are joining on every single platform, thank you so much. Thank you so much. My name is Dayle Teape. If I didn't say that or I didn't hear, host of the Awesome Music Show, coming to you live from Abu Dhabi. And trust me, it's really good to be touching the Middle East with some good music like this trendy song. Like and share. Trust me. Once you do that, I sure the numbers will go up if you do what this song is saying. All right, my brother. So Leonell was on the show a few weeks ago for the ABGM Awards pre-show. So we only got to touch a little bit of the information. I'm trying to reach back out to all the artists. I'm even going to try and reach out to Jimmy Fagan because he was on the show as well. Did well. And,
Yeah.
you know, we're having our brother Leonell on the show today. So, my brother, tell us how it all started because I watched several of your videos on YouTube and trust me, I've been checking out your pages and really doing well, really doing well. When I see a video from you, it's really energetic. I can see that you love what you're doing and you're putting all the passion into it. So tell us how it all started and you know, give us some details. I see that you're from Manchester, which is good. They always say cool Manchester. Tell us a little bit about how it all
Yes.
started.
Born and grew up in church. My parents were minister as well. Youngest of five boys. So four older are also musicians and ministers in the church as well. So it was just growing. They do. They were the ones that I emulated. They were the ones that I tried to follow after. Involved in. I was always intrigued by it. These guys went all out when it comes. Our dressers and Chester drawers where you're supposed to put clothes, cassettes. So
Yeah.
I don't even know where they do with the clothes, but cassettes were in the Chester drawers and stuff like that. And you search for what you want. When you talk about Hezekiah, it was for Hezekiah Walker only.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
so growing up in music, listening to, following them to their choir rehearsals and stuff like that. Not only that, the church that I grew up in was also a musical church as well. Major concert. I mean, when we joined in, it was just it was an honor to be engrafted. It started me out immediately as a choir director, which to me that was I almost struggled through that period because now I had to be directing my own as musicians. You know, I had to be the one that was going to lead them. Self Tristan, yes, salute. You know, I had to be the one to be doing all of that. It was kind of nerve-wracking, fear, and all of that dropped out of me from those early ages. You know, directing a huge choir in very huge audiences every weekend. The choir was heading off. So yeah, it was just being involved, and I'm literally a church boy going to a concert to go and sing. That's literally me. I just love church worship. When it comes on to giving God praise, man, I get triple excited. That is why I always venture into my first album. Say, praise as much, a representation of myself and what I am about as well. You know.
All right. That's good, man. I see some people texting in the chat. You know, that's how they used to store their cassettes as well. And trust me, we all know the whole cassette days. And you know, it was so
Yes.
amazing. You could actually, if a cassette burst, you could actually use the clear tape and you raise a blade and you cut it and you splice it and you get it back together and play it again.
Yes, man.
But they,
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
lose the
music.
news.
Music has evolved so much now, it's all in the clouds. We were talking about that today. Everything is in the clouds now, bro. You don't need that whole pile of cassettes on the dresser anymore and stuff like that. It's really, it has really evolved. So it's really good, really good. Uh, SME underscore T, thank you so much. Trust me, some of these names, if I don't call them, don't cut my head off. All right. Yeah, man, blessing. Thank you so much for joining. So, from the cassette days and the inspiration, you were inspired, and you mentioned Hezekiah Walker, powerhouse in the gospel music industry, and you
Yes.
mentioned several other names. Who were some of
Yes.
the other inspirations? Because your music has now evolved, and you're now rubbing shoulders with the likes of DJ Nicholas and Prodi and all those kind of people, Prodigal Son. So tell us, who were some of the other inspirations to your music, which has evolved to where you are now?
All right. So I'm going to say I grew up listening and also teaching their music to the choir,
Yes.
and performing them. So John B. Key, we're talking about Marvin Sapp,
Mm-hmm.
Rhythm, any one of the choirs you can think of. We have done those. So I grew up listening, came on to my personal inspiration now. It really went away. I grew up doing the choir music. I grew up doing the Kirk Franklin and up. But my inspiration mainly came from the DJ Nicholas, the prodigal son.
Yeah.
I used to hide and listen to that type of music. The church which I grew up in, it's not accepted. The reggae gospel is
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
a thing. When you tell the traditional church that you do reggae, the first thing that comes to mind is the cartel, the Bob
Yeah.
Marley, that's what come and tell him that, yeah, man, I'm going to do reggae gospel. So I had to hide and listen. That the closest that I could go to, which I could play outward, was Thai Tibet. Thai Tibet is
Mm-hmm.
not one of main inspiration where music is concerned. So
Yeah.
that's the closest I could go to say I listen in my vehicle. I can listen to the prodigal and so in the vehicle, but I join in, I have to turn it off and switch it same time. But yeah, but when we talk about music that drew me, music to say kept me in church as well. It was the DJ Nicholas, the prodigal son. Those are the guys that I listened to, and there were so many things that came from DJ Nicholas. I kept saying to him, there's so many biblical things that I was listening to his music. Things that I never heard of, and it was I started following and go research some stuff.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. As you mentioned, I know the church has evolved to a certain extent, because I can relate to those days when, if you say DJ or Prodi, hey, you're really running the red line right
Yeah.
there. So I understand what you're saying, and it's one of those things, and I want to bring that out in the show. It's one of those things where people, the moment you mention the title, oh, a reggae gospel, them doing up, they don't want to hear it. They're singing foolishness or whatever, until you start to
Yes.
listen. And you just mentioned it a while ago. When I remember DJ Nicholas, yeah, in the early days when he used to with Nadine Blair, Perpetual Songs of Praise. And for those who could remember
Yes.
DJ Nicholas, just getting a few minutes on stage and just doing his little thing. And that was when you start to realize the man was really spitting out the Bible. You get my
Yeah.
point? The songs were, don't, with the music aside, the song and the message that was coming through was biblically sound. And trust me, that's one of the good things. So I'm happy that you are now being embraced in this kind of way, because you
Yes.
do several genres of music. You are a worship leader, you do the reggae gospel, you can DJ, you do all of that. And it's really good to have someone like you doing that. Semi underscore T, parents always tell us to turn it down. Yeah, man. Once it's not there, kind of Jesus love me, this I know. Yeah, it have to go down.
Oh, yeah, yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. That's true. That's true. So it's good that through all of that you have still pushed, because sometimes people and the church, and I'm not bashing the church. I love the church. I grew
Mhm.
up in the church,
Yeah.
but I have seen where, because of some of these things, people actually turn to other kinds of music, or they become rebellious, or they just couldn't be bothered with the
And
trouble
Dale,
from these.
to be honest, just recently I was talking to one of the musicians, and we were just going back through as to several persons that we grew up with in the traditional church. And he was, just going down the list as to all Edna Manley started learning music, started going into the genre of reggae, ended up not coming back to church to come play
Mhm. Yes,
because
yes.
the church that know they have learned, and they all stray away, and it's something easily avoided, if only it was embraced. And even these, they play for a lot of the secular guys, persons that I grew up with, persons that I know very well. School, I jump together, but no, they move on, embraced by the church, and it's only a genre. And here we are ministering as well. To God be
Mhm.
the glory. Some of them still join back with me when it's ministry time.
Yeah, man. I know that vibe, because I mean, a lot of them, as you said, they have moved on to Edna Manley and other places, and they have now connected with the secular world, and they're doing extremely well. When you listen to these guys play, it's like top class international music, and the church should be really capturing those guys. I'm not saying
Yeah,
the church has to go down to the level of everything to accept everything, but there should be some common ground that we can engage these persons, other than losing them just to be playing in the secular field. And
exactly.
that's really really a strong point. We can have a whole show on that alone.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, it's really
Oh
powerful.
yeah.
So I see where you have siblings who are also in music. Tell us a little bit about how that has helped you to become the musician that you are today.
Boy, me can tell you this for sure. It pressure me. It put me under a lot
Yeah.
of pressure. My eldest brother is the Hezekiah Walker current. And my eldest is also a very major singer. He was the guy that everybody would call to, other churches would call him to help lead that. So basically, my four brothers, all singers, very good singers, better singers than, so they all play music.
Yes.
Now me, as the youngest one, now we usually just listening. When I started out and doing, I started trying to fit myself in. So I tried to fit myself in now, and when I sit the mic empty at church, and they were the big stars and stuff like that. So them come in late and just wait until somebody invite them to sing. Go for now, when nobody no know can sing, me always want to run, go to the mic as soon as me see it and go up there and start singing. And I tell you the truth. You see, after me finish singing, because me think me do a very good job. See, by the time I reach home, man, I get some slapping on my head back, and because me usually go off card, off
Yes.
key, and me used to go off beat very often, off key, and so man, them used to go rush. See you go back up there again, man, and do that again, leave that alone, and yeah, man, used to get enough rush. The stubbornness and the hard headed and just
Mm-hmm.
want to still believe. Always sound good in my head, when me I sing
Yeah.
it out, But it seemed like I don't know if I the mic. But by the time it come out, it's a different sound and everybody else here.
Difference.
I remember listening to, I remember a significant prayer that I made, the name of Tony. It's really, the pronounce is the Onex, because it's
Mm-hmm.
Tonex. But tone, but very, very good, singly high. And I said, God, if you make you sing half as good every day, I would have sing every Sunday. I said, God, no Sunday would pass. I just make you sing half as good as him.
Yes.
And to God be the glory. I may not even reach, as I say, if you hear Tony, it's a completely different.
Yeah, man.
This guy's in another world by himself. But I didn't get to that. But I think the Lord just look on the desire where I became the praise and worship leader, and for all the sound, I became the, and for every church that I've been into, I was either the choir director. Well, always given the choir director position, but I was also always the praise and worship leader. I really have to just give God thanks for that, for really answering my heart's desire. And even where I'm at now, we're singing not just on Sundays, but singing ever so. I have to give God thanks for.
Real awesome, bro. Because one of the things that you use to conquer that is persistence. Because a lot of people are few slapping on the head and they say, you know what? Leave the microphone thing alone. So, it's good that you're persistent and you pray that prayer, which God answers prayer, bro. So even if you pray to get to half, and even if you get to quarter and you're doing what you're doing now, it's really, really, really powerful. Yeah, man. So big up to that. I'm seeing some people in the chat. Dignified son at Verdian. You used to slap him too. So I don't know. You maybe don't know those people.
Yes,
Big
man.
up, big up.
Verdian is my brother that sings with me. He was on Smile Jamaica as well. There with me. Well, wherever we go, he's always there with me. He sing. So the older ones that usually slap me in my head is actually there singing with me. It just stands for, and having all of them behind me, supporting me where the music is concerned. It's still not up to their standard, but
You're doing that thing.
gotta use me.
Yeah, man, that's a good thing, And I've always seen willingness in people like you, and the more you're willing, the more you're doing your thing. Trust me, it's gonna take off. It's gonna take off, and that's good.
Yes,
That's
yes,
good. That's good.
yes,
We
sir.
have on my praiser shirts right now. Yeah, blessings to you, Stacy Elevated Wilson. Thank you so much. I want to big up Evangelist Melvina Thomas. She's the mom of Sister Izzy, and trust me, that duo, you're always gonna see them online doing really well. Big up to you, Evangelist Melvina, and for all those who are joining in the chat. Thank you so much for joining. It's really, really good to have you, DJ Chris, on the mix. I know I saw a name that jumped, Coach Tristan. Thank you so much. I'm also seeing uh Jody Smith. Thank you so much for joining as well. Thank you so much. Once you're joining on this platform, Jody and Smith. Yes, Jody and Smith. Good to be caring. Thank you so much as well for joining, and it's really good. Please like and share this video with all your family so that they can be a part of this wonderful class. And our brother and friend today is Minister Leonell Teape. Thank you so much. And trust me, the music is coming through really, really well. All right, so let us just check out another track from Leonell. As a matter of fact, I'm not gonna play that track yet because I need to talk to you about that collaboration. So let us take right now we're gonna listen to Victory from our brother and Leonell. Check it out.
I give unto you the tread serpents and scorpions, and over all the power of the enemy, and nothing shall by any means hurt you. Listen. Say I stand with all power, I stand with all authority. In this very hour, I want you to declare with me. Say we've got the victory. Yes, we've got the victory. Say we've got the victory. Say we've got the victory. Say the enemy has come with many twists and sneers. Only want to replace my faith with doubts and fears. So his fiery darts at me, messing with my family. Try hold me captive, telling me that they no free. But in the
All right, that one coming up, Coach Tristan.
we have the victory. We have the victory. Say we have the victory. Say we got the victory. And let me ask you this: tell me, who can stand before us when we go in that great name? Jesus, Jesus, precious Jesus, we have the victory. We got the victory. You know how long the enemy wants to feel. Let people slander me and beat me with them mouth. It even make me feel like me take a wrong road. The bills pile up. Oh Lord, what a jolt. But yeah, do I walk to the valley of the shadow of death? I tell you this thing, God never fail it. He promised never leave me nor forsake me. He'll always be there in my time of need. Got the victory. Yes, I got the victory. Got the victory. Yes, I got the victory. Let me ask you this, tell me, who can stand before us when we go with that great name? Jesus, Jesus, precious Jesus, we have the victory. Demon, you have to flee. In the name of Jesus. You can't stand before we. In the name of Jesus. We have a testimony. In the name of Jesus. We have the victory. In the name of Jesus. Demon, you have to flee. In the name of Jesus. You can't stand before we. In the name of Jesus. We have a testimony. In the name of Jesus. We have the victory. We have the victory.
Nice one through. Victory, victory. Minister Leonell Teape. Really good. I love how you fuse the old time with the new one. That shows versatility because so many times people will hear you singing, and trust me, when you can drop something that even the older folks can relate to, it's really good. Thank you so much, Tamika Campbell. Christine's Closet. Thank you so much for joining. I have to say this publicly in the recent voting process for the ABGMA award. This woman really spent some time to vote. Trust me, I wish I was this good in voting. You know, really good, really good. So I want to say thank you so much. She was one of those who helped to bring home that award, and I really thank her and every single person who voted. Want to big up and Shaw and the entire ABGMA crew. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. All right. So you have started your recording career. There's so much we could talk about leading up to the recording career, but let's talk about you starting to record in 2018. What led to you saying, you know what, finally, with all the slaps in the head and all the bashing and all the corrections and all the pushing and pulling, let me do something official now. What led to that first official recording?
I in I remember in my first call, my first invite to go to the United States, and it was very surprising to me. I was very excited. It was going to be my first, and I'm also going there to sing.
Yes.
And all expenses and all of that. I was very excited. It actually blew my mind a little bit. After that call, right now, then I started getting a lot more other calls in. I think it was 2018 2017. It was
Mm-hmm.
my first time now going somewhere as a solo to go
Yes.
minister in my background singers, and I'll be ministering. And then, you know, when I started paying me, you know, moving from a stage where you used to pay to go inside a concert, go sing, to you to come
Yeah.
inside a concert to sing. Not only that, that was in nowhere in my mind. It was just a joy to me to be in a church, not just on stage, but even in a concert. I'm just being there and enjoying myself as well. That was just my thing, you know.
Yes.
So singing, of course, you're singing other people's songs, you're singing Randall Positive song, you're singing
Yeah.
DJ, in every song. And I remember when we were myself and somebody just said to me that, you know, the person don't know me, and that was the last time I see him, even though they still connect with me through social media, but they were from Philadelphia, to me and my wife, you know, why don't you guys write a song? They knew nothing about me, don't know that. They just told me and my wife to write a song. And we wrote our first song. It wasn't our first song at that point. And then we were going through a financial, at that point now, because we just went to the United States and we were going eviction, repossession of vehicle, and no, and stuff like that. And
Mm-hmm.
at that point, my wife put on a beat and just DJ a song, just make something flow from your brain, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
And like, and I started this part of it. God will fight for, will see you through. God will fight for you, cause praise is all. Within 10 minutes of us being there, there was another friend that we had there with that normally travel and sing, recording while I was, you know, freestyling, and we were going through. And within 10 minutes, it's the quickest I ever finished. And I'm talking about the complete song. Nothing needed,
Yes.
just going into the studio and doing everything. Within 10 minutes, we were done with that song. For you, that was one. It was came out to be a very good hit. A lot of persons knew me, a lot of airplays and stuff like that. But Fight for You, and you know, at that point, it was immediate what I was going through at that time. It's just a full testimony of what I was going through, and it's the Lord was speaking to me at that time that, you know, yeah, you have an embarrassing moment, all these embarrassing things were happening to you at the moment, but guess what? The word Fight for You, and it spoke about Jehoshaphat when the army was coming up, and it was bigger than his army, and he went to the prophets and asked. Right, the prophets prayed and come back with a word and said, listen, me, put the singers in front of me behind, and put the
Mm-hmm.
singers and the praisers out front, and make the battle while the army is behind. And man, and you know, reading and going, it spoke to me that, listen, me, man, no matter where I go through, and I've been using that from ever since. Praise was the name of the album. Praise has marched up, because no matter what we're going through, put in your praise out front. It's showing that God, I have all confidence in you. I'm going to put on my gun, I'm going to put on my cutlass, I'm going to put on my spear, my shield. No, man, I put on all of that one side. This is me, you, that you will give me the victory, not in my own self. You know, and that's my first 2018, you know, and from there on we just keep going. 2020 was another, you know, episode again, but yeah, that's where it all began for me.
Wow, awesome. So the first song "Fight for You" was actually recorded and produced in the United States.
Yeah, it was I wrote it there, here in Jamaica, because Quesan Brown was the one that did the production. Quesan, so it was, you know, we
Yeah, big
recorded
up.
it in Jamaica, send it over to Canada. He did the United States at that time.
Okay, yeah, man, yeah, man. Big up to Question. We I did a track with him as well with Next Change. Really, really good
Yeah,
producer and have some really good
yeah, man.
insights and really talented. So big up to QB wherever you are. Big up to you
Yeah, man.
and really, really good. So we're gonna be dropping that track and also Coach Tristan. I remember it as well. We have it to drop, but since we just mentioned Fight for You, let's just take Fight for You a little bit and then we go back to some other stuff from this song. So this was your first song that you dropped in 2018. Let's check
Yes.
this out. Fight for You, Minister Leonell.
Praisers march out. When the praisers dead, praisers march out. When the praisers dead, praisers march. Praisers, praisers. Yeah. Well, that's how we go a war. No need no gun, no SLR. God by my side, cause I'm me and him apart. See the enemy coming from afar. More than a conqueror, yo, that's who we are. War, don't need no gun, no SLR. God by my side, cause I'm me and him apart. See the enemy coming from afar. More than a conqueror, yo, that's who we are. God will fight for you. He will see you through. God will fight for you. Cause praise is all you have to do. God will
Praise has march out.
He will see you through. God will fight for you. Cause praise is all you have to do. Come under pressure by a mighty army. Knowing that they couldn't manage him, go seek God for it. Him run to Judah, ask what shall I do? But the Lord use a prophet to speak to the pure heart. Many people of Jerusalem. Thus said the Lord, you shall not fear them. For the battle's not yours, it is the Lord. When the praise has march out and God fight for the cause. God will fight for you. He will see you through. God will fight for you. Cause praise is all you have to do. God will fight for you. He will see you through. God will fight for you. Cause praise is all you have to do. When you're stepping at the battle, we don't need to fight. Stand and see the salvation, the Lord and His might. Jehovah Shabbat, my protector, come true. He promised never leave you nor forsake you. Get the voices, tune dancers, go and spot. Musicians, get ready, the place I get hot. Everything that I've read, come praise Jah. I want everybody go.
All right. The comments in the chat are really great. They were really great. Stacy Elliott Wilson. This is a song that draw me to the brother, being a fan forever. Blessings. Thank you so
Wow.
much, Stacy. And trust me, God, this song, you have to just know that you have to give God what he deserves. Let him do the fighting.
Yeah,
Sometimes we try to fight it too much on our own, and we always mess it up. But trust me, when we give
that's
it to
right.
him. All right. So one more time.
Praisers march out.
March out.
When the praisers dead, praisers march out. When the praisers dead,
Evangelist Melvina, this is
Bunch
your song. Your song.
praisers. Yeah. Well, that's how we go a war. No need no gun, no SLR. God by my side, cause I'm me and him apart. See the enemy coming from afar. More than a conqueror, yo, that's who we are. War, don't need no gun, no SLR. God by my side, cause I'm me and him apart. See the enemy coming from afar. More than a conqueror,
more than a
yo, that's who
conqueror.
we are.
Yo, that's who we
God
are.
will fight for you. He will see you through. God will fight for you. Cause praise is all you have to do.
Praise it.
God will fight for you. He will see you through. God will fight for you. Cause praise is all you have to do. Come under pressure by a mighty
Come in
army.
the pressure by your
Manage
mighty
to see God
army.
for it. Run to Judah, ask what shall I do? But the Lord use a prophet to speak to the pure heart. Any people of Jerusalem. Thus said the Lord, you shall not fear them. For the battle's not yours, it is the Lord. When the praise so that God fight for the cause. God will fight for you. He will see you through. God will fight for you. Cause praise is all you have to do. God will fight for you. He will see you through. God will fight for you. Cause praise is all you have to do. When you're stepping at the battle, we don't need to fight. Stand and see the salvation, the Lord and His might. Jehovah Shabbat. That come true. He probably leave you nor forsake you. Get the voices, tune dancers, go and spot. Musicians get ready, the place I get everything that I read. Creation, I want everybody come join the party. War, no need no gun, no SLR. God by my side, cause I'm the enemy bar. See the enemy coming from afar. More than
Why I need some dance lessons, yeah.
war, no need no gun, no SLR. God like cause I'm the enemy bar. See the enemy coming from afar. More than a conqueror, yo, that's who we are. God will fight for you. He will see you through. God will fight for you, cause praise is all you have to do. Fight for you, He will. God will fight for you, cause praise is all you have to do. Come under pressure by a mighty army, knowing that he couldn't manage him cause he got fired. Him run to Judah, ask what shall I do? But the Lord used a prophet to speak to the pure heart. Many people of Jerusalem, thus said the Lord. For the battle's not yours, it is the Lord. Make the praise as much out and God fight for the cause. God will fight for you. He will see you through. God will fight for you. Cause praise all you have to do. God will fight for you. He will see you through. God will fight for you. Cause praise is all you have to do. No need no gun, no SLR. Not by my side cause I'm the enemy bar. See the enemy coming from afar. More than a conqueror. Yo, that's who we are. Don't need no gun, no SLR. Not by my side cause I'm the enemy bar. See the enemy coming from afar. More than a conqueror. Yo, that's who we are. When you praise us there.
Praise us, march out.
When you praise us there.
Praise
Yeah.
Praise us.
Praise us, march out. Praise us, praise us, praise us.
All right, I need to learn that screaming on the last part. I need to learn it. Yeah, man. Big up every time. Big up every time. Praise as march out. Trust me, really, really awesome song. And you spoke about writing this song when you're going through one of the lowest periods in your life. And trust me, you and your wife, you came
Yeah,
together and look at how this song has been blessing people. And that's one of the things I tell people that, when you write from a real place, it connects with
that's it.
people so much better. Some people try to say, hey, I'm going to write a song today from no inspiration, from nothing, just some mere words on a piece of paper. But when it's coming from somewhere, that's when the song
Oh,
comes through. Really, really, really awesome. Thank you so much, Ali, one, for joining. And trust me, trust me, trust me. And with Daya, yes, TSC Elevator is
yeah.
here with Daya. Thank you
Yes,
so much.
easy.
And
Big up yourself.
yeah,
Easy.
yeah. Blessings, blessings. So, this song and every other song from Leonell is available on all digital platforms. You can find him
Yes,
everywhere.
sir.
Just type in that name and you'll find. We'll be asking to share some of his links with us before the end of the show, because trust me, really, really awesome music, really, really awesome vibe coming through, and it's really, really good.
Thank you,
All
sir.
right, so apart from that US trip, you have had some other international successes, collaborating with DJ Nicholas and God is in control. We're dropping that very soon, and Coach Tristan, I still remember it as well. We have that to drop as well. Trust me, you have had some other international successes, and tell us about some of those other international names that you have connected with, and how has that been going for you?
Oh, yes. All right. Where should I let me see. Who should I start with? Let me first of all start with we did when the pandemic was going on, we did
Hmm.
the all away. And that was something, we were wondering what we were going to do, right? Also going on, there was the whole George Floyd thing, racism that was taking place.
Hmm.
Of course, things were going topsy-turvy, you have people fighting. I remember we were going to, we were heading out, and someone said, man, get everything, put them in, and, make sure it locked down, make sure the whites are going to be fighting against the blacks, and it can happen at any point. So blacks here with your guns and everything, and it was really crazy. Friends were walking with us, and man would show you, oh yeah, of course it's Florida, so it's quite fine to have. But these were rifles that they had, in the back seat and stuff like that, and it was real.
Hmm.
And so we joined with we had some artists from Italy, artists from Honduras. We had artists from Trinidad, none other than Sterling Roberts.
Yeah, man. Big up, big
We
up.
have from the US. We connected with some persons from the US as well. My bishop was also James and his wife. Tiffany James, she's one that's did a lot of the songs, a part of it, singing with us as well. So we call on those persons, connected with those persons. We also, when I was doing my first of all my album, one of the main producers that was there with throughout my album was Wayne Stoddart in artist
Big
reggae.
up, big up, Wayne. Big up, big up.
Yeah, man. Wayne Stoddart was also there. My album, most of it was done right there at his house. I'm grateful for that. When we started the tour now, we have son, which Prodigal Son is one I should have saved him for long. I already called the name. I have to big up that artist. It's one of them. I can say is the artist that bossed me. Meaning that he was there with me, showing me the ropes, teaching me how to do touring when I'm doing touring, how I should do a tour, and not only that, but me while we're doing the tour. So he's not one of those persons that was just on the phone talking to me, but he was actually there with me through the process, showing me how it is done. Prodigal Son, and thank him very much. As him call himself the CEO, may I tell you, at the run. So big up to yourself, Prodigal Son. We had Shepherd that was also there. Shepherd was there. And I only can consider it as the favor of God placing me around all persons that I just met at separate times. And it's just a Lord placed me around them. Deserving to be in the presence of these people, but God put them there and they don't just come around and be an input to my life. We did openings, Erica Campbell. Last year we did an opening for her festival, Tampa Bay Black Heritage Festival. We did an opening earlier this year at the Nazarene. I don't remember that, but a very huge function. We did that opening for, and we've been on stage with Papa San. We have shared stage. Canton Jones was, of course, that tour was done in 2021. Canton, he was at my main show as well. Praisers March Out, of Praisers March Out. We had to do a relaunch because when I did my first tour, it was a pandemic that came, and stopped the whole thing. That was, of course, we did the relaunch. Canton Jones, I can't tell you the amount of awards, stellar awards. He has received, but he was also on the tour as well. But just a God individuals that I have to give God thanks for.
All right. Blessings, man. It's really good that you're connected with so many different persons because, sometimes when you step out in faith and your journey is not a very long journey on the professional side, meaning recording, putting out songs, started in 2018, but God has allowed you to touch so many different stages with so many different big names. And that's really good because we're talking about the collaboration with you and DJ Nicholas. But trust me, I must be obedient to Coach Tristan right now and drop It Is Well because this was a request that came in earlier. So let's
let me tell you
all right. All right, hold on. All right, go ahead.
There is no doubt.
Yeah, man,
It
go
is
ahead.
well. It is well is one of the songs so I wrote this song like 12 years ago. Me and my brother, we were trying to write a song, and we wrote one time, like I said, 12 years ago. We weren't thinking about recording artists or anything like that, just writing for this song. When my album came out, I released the album and top charts. I mean, I was very surprised. I was pushing Fight for You, But I realized that this was a song that was hitting charts, several in the US, for interviews and stuff like that. This was a song that go very well, which, like I said, I was very surprised at the fact of it. But for all those that called in and requested this song and shooting it up the charts, which in my career as well, I have to give God thanks for y'all. It is well.
All right, blessings. So we're gonna take "It Is Well" right now from our brother Leonell. Trust me, awesome, awesome, awesome. Special request from Coach Tristan. Blessings, just the blessings, Semiti. Thank you so much.
There is no doubt I am going through my problems beyond me. I don't know what to do. Something inside me that
Everything this man touch, I see God moved on it. Blessings.
is well. Don't think I'm crazy or even naive. If you said it, told me what my eyes couldn't see. Believe it, I see it on my knees. Faith said it, and I believe. There's a doubt I am going through. My problems beyond me. I don't know what to do. Something inside me that I can't explain. But faith keeps telling me that it is well. Say, don't think I'm crazy. Faith said it, and I believe it. There's trouble on every hand. The bills are due and there's no money in the bank. Pressures around you, no help coming through. Listen what the word says you. Just in faith and trust in the Lord. He will supply all you need and more. He's a rewarder if you only seek. Now lift your voice and say with me, I believe. Faith said it. Hey, I believe. I believe. Faith said it. I gotta let you know I believe. I believe that faith said it. Oh, I believe. I believe. Faith said it. My mama would say it like this. Melodies like a river are headed that my way. When sorrows like sea billows roll, whatever my lot, thou hast taught me to stand. Or even naive. I know you said it. Told me what my eyes could see. And I believe it. I know you said it. So if you believe, just I believe. Faith said it. Come on, come on. I believe. I believe. The faith said it. Come on, come on, come on. I believe. I believe. Say faith. Hey, I believe. Come on, somebody lift your voice right now. Listen. Shout it, say. Come on, lift your
Yeah.
voice. Somebody open up your mouth right now if you believe. God's not a man that he should lie. Whatever he said, that's what he's gonna do. Come on, even though I can't see it, I believe it. Yes, I believe it. Say, I believe. No matter what the situation, no matter what the circumstance, know that God, he is there for you. Because he said in Hebrew, I will never leave thee nor forsake thee. So at the darkest hour of your midnight, when you can't see your way, know that God is there and he'll always keep you. Say, I believe.
had to bring it all the way to the end. Had to bring it all the way to the end. Thank you so much, Evangelist Melvina. I do believe as well. Trust me, powerful, powerful song, and the comments in the chat are really, really coming through, really, really strong. Thank you so for sharing your comments and for sharing on the show. So much is happening with this gentleman, and trust me, we have not touched half of the things that we're supposed to touch on this interview because there's so much more to cover, and I'm really, really enjoying this interview, and it's really good. And I want to thank Apostle Stan Shaw for connecting me with you through the ABGMA Awards. Because trust me, when we were doing setting up
Yes.
for the people, you say, "Hey, this is a brother you need to have on the show," and the connection started from there. Auntie Debbie, thank you so much. Sleeping Beauty Kim, thank you so much for joining as well. I'm seeing Leah Dot Nicole, thank you so much for joining as well. Thank you so much, all those who have joined
Yes.
recently. Thank you so much for joining. And if you want to see the interview live, you can check out my YouTube channel, Dayle T Music, Daylet Music, or you can find the same name on YouTube. We're live on those two channels as well, so you can see that. So check out the show. You can also watch the recorded version of it. And trust me, yeah, part two is necessary. Yeah, man, we're gonna be having part two. Next year is gonna be bigger and better for the Awesome Music Show. So we're gonna be having so many different aspects of the show coming next year. So those who have been on the show, you're more than welcome for repeat interviews because more keeps happening, and the more we expand, we want to expand with our family and our guests as well. All right, bro. So I see where you have a collaboration with DJ Nicholas. Tell us about that collaboration. And that song is so powerful. You talk about lyrics. When we drop that song, you're going to be hearing lyrics in that song. Tell us how that collaboration came about with yourself and DJ Nicholas.
Yeah, well, all right. So, what artists like to um, come out and do it because it's good to call artists. It put you into their category, put you with their doing and stuff like that. But from the inception, when I started, I never wanted artists until I think I am ready for that level. Long enough, and even on the spiritual side, I know that you have to be ready, spiritual, and able to provide on a certain level, So to go with someone unless I'm ready for it. Not only that, until the artist also sees for their crowd as well. When we were doing the that I wanted something low. I need when you're writing a certain way, you're writing, yes, you're not gonna play, but you hear the song a certain, hear this loud push out of the song, something loud, something strong in it. What am I supposed to do in the song to get that effect? And I just couldn't find anything at all as to what would give me the effect. I said, all right, it's more of a crowd song that I need. I need more of the crowd shouting, God is in control. We were there and while I was recording, I kind of give that, you may do the dub. God is in control. And I say, all right, maybe me get more person on it, me get that effect, but I still didn't exactly what I wanted. So then me think about it at the same time, I say, boy, no man, if that would be necessary. And very surprising, when I called DJ Nicholas, he was very excited about going on and us doing something together. And I tell him, say, yeah man, we need a load because like I said on your show the last time, if anybody even personally, you'd realize that the way how him DJ, that's exactly how him talk. And it just loud voice, No one time say keep it loud. You can't help but keep it loud. I decided that, this was the voice that was fitting for it. And being the lyrical is, I know that I wouldn't have to do much. All I have to do is just do my part and drop in lyrics. And, yeah, man, it was really fun working through it. You check the video on YouTube as well. You see that in the video what we did, which I told him that what we need is a group of persons. So I couldn't help but come back right down to Jamaica here, get some, we did the school tours, and we just get the schools involved, get permission to use them as they, all those schools have to salute them as well. Thank you guys very much. Made the video, said it very where something that people will receive, So yeah, that.
All right, awesome, awesome. I want to drop that as the last track for tonight, but not yet because you spoke about a track earlier that you did all the way. I played it before for the ABGMA Awards pre-show, but you spoke about how that song came out in the pandemic, and I want to play a little bit of that. And trust me, it's really good. Coach Tristan, DJ Nichols, and Leonell definitely have the main thing in common. They stick to the word of God, and that's powerful. What's gospel music if we're not using the word? Outside of that, I don't know where
Yeah,
to classify it. At the end of the day, the word is what's going to resonate with people. When the music stops playing, somebody need to remember
yes,
a lyric or a line of the song, and that can be the driving
that,
force, in your life. So that's really powerful. Thank you so much, Coach Tristan, for joining. Nanamos Music, thank you so much for joining as well. Blessings, blessings,
big up
blessings. It's really.
Nanamos.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I saw you spoke about before I play the song all the way. You spoke about the school tour, and I saw you. I think it was a Bishop Gibson. I think I see it in the chat as well. Bishop Gibson High School. And trust me, when you are a music minister and you can touch the lives of these young people, because I was listening to a town hall meeting last night from in the US, and one of the gentlemen who spoke, he said, "Listen, I can't do anything to change crime, but what I'm doing is investing in the young people. And if you invest
Yes,
in these young people, then you can change the trajectory of a lot that's happening because the music now becomes that vibe that they're hearing. The message becomes positive. So the draws them, and then comes in the song will do the change. That's a change agent, and that's really good. So keep up the great work, bro. I've been there myself to some of these schools, and trust me, you want to just go on and on and on, especially when you see that they're very attentive. You see the
yeah,
impact firsthand, what it's doing to their lives, and that's really, really good. So thank you so
definitely.
much, bro, for sharing. Sister Michelle, thank you so much. Yeah, man, we're keeping it low. We're keeping it low. We're keeping it low. So let me drop all the way. And that's really, really good that during the pandemic, you didn't sit down waiting for the pandemic to be over. You were there just doing something. So let's just drop all the way and hear a little bit of this track from Brother Leonell,
Yes,
featuring Odin James, Vigilant, uh, Sterling Roberts, my former guest on the show, Nostalgia, Tiffany Gabbs, and I'm missing one name. You can tell the name, but there's another name that's missing. But guess what? Let's check out this track right now.
yes.
Pandemic song. Guess what? It's powerful.
A great man once said, whatever affects one directly affects all indirectly.
Days go by, I'm sitting there, what babies cry, wondering if I'm all alone in this world, looking across the fence at every boy, every girl, I cry, Jesus, so much pain in my head, Lord, Jesus. Flashing lights, my life flash in front of me. Afraid to flinch, that's what they wanna see. Do they really care if I live or die? And every day you see the innocent people cry. Waiting to exhale like they check my chest, but I can't breathe with your knee on my neck. System got a virus, they wrote in the text. So go to March, February was repossessed. I wanna be so blunt, you can smoke my truth. Using a string of lines just to rope our youth. They sleeping on
Dignified said pull up, so we have to pull up. Coming through loud all the way. Pandemic song, but guess what? We're coming together all the way. Listen to the voice starting the track. Powerful, powerful, powerful. Watching my babies cry, wondering if I'm all alone in this world. Looking across the fence at every boy, every girl, I cry, Jesus. So much pain in my head, Lord Jesus.
Flashing lights, my life flash in front of me. Afraid to flinch, that's what they wanna see. Do they really care if I live or die? And every day you see the innocent people cry. Waiting to exhale like they check my chest. But I can't breathe with your knee on my neck. Systems got a virus, they wrote in the text. So we go to March, February was repossessed. I wanna be so blunt, you can smoke my truth. Using a string of lines just to rope our youth. They sleeping on the mouthpiece like they broke their tooth. So I yell microphone check 212. They wanna dance to the rhythm, can't feel our blues. How we still bear fruit when they steal our root. I'ma drop the good news, no parachute. Gospel on my feet like a parachute. Whether we are struggle it up, whether we are face struggle it up, whether we are share, anytime we are here. Whether we are struggle it up, whether we are face trouble it up, your burden we are share, anytime anywhere.
There's no border strong enough to separate us. Filled with God's love. There's no ocean, never too far. The road our shield, that is who we are.
All we are one, you better see that. Now the youths, them a rise and them a live up. Can't take away my dreams, can't take away me hope of the life. Them you think you can't give up. Boy, together we rise, divide and we fall. So we all have a fun. You and I, one and all. Whether we are struggle it up, whether we are face trouble it up, your burden we are share, anytime, anywhere. Whether we are struggle it up, whether we are face trouble it up, your burden we are share, anytime, anywhere. Stephen. Estamos para amar, espero por su unidad. Defendemos la aceptación y la diversidad. Defendemos por un cambio y solidaridad. ¿Cómo dos pueden caminar si yo no sé aceptar? Estamos para amar, espero por su unidad. Defendemos la aceptación y la diversidad. Defendemos por un cambio y solidaridad. ¿Cómo dos pueden caminar si yo no sé amar? Well, if we all come together as one, the force would have been so strong. And the injustice plaguing the world would cease. It a cause suffering for so long. What if we saw ourselves as kings and queens? What if we all played for the same team? What if we all work toward the same dream? Then all of us will surely reign supreme. Imagine how we would affect our self-esteem. Help when the next one scream. Well, clearly that nobody always equally. Also it seems the only way that love can live is if the hate is yet to be seen. Trinidad, all of this together. Alright, protect. It seems to me that the remedy for the tragedies which clearly stands at our doorstep is beyond you and me, but indeed from the heavenlies, please be our peace and our fortress. Shine your light on lives that misguided us, in our pride which divides and blinds us for. My neighbor is not whom I fight with. By your spirit, keep us with whether we are face trouble it up, your burden we are share, anytime, anywhere. Whether we are struggle it up, whether we are face trouble it up, your burden we are share, anytime, anywhere. No man is an island, no man stands alone, with no one to share it. Earth cannot be my home. Renew our thoughts with power, love, and a sound mind in a world where we can be anything. Be kind.
Wow, 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 wow. People, go out, support the song, support the minister Leonell Teape. Powerful.
Thank you.
Just as I was listening to the song, and I heard this line clearly. I want to be so blunt you can smoke my truth. I saw Dignified drop it in the chat. Trust me, really, really powerful. If we all come together as one, the force would have be so strong. Trust me, people.
Yes.
Music is powerful, even Espanol. I'm sure this is gonna touch some borders, bro. And this is really good. You're doing music not just in English, but several different languages, Spanish and trust me, French and all the other languages that will come. Because there's somebody in
Yes.
the Spanish world, somebody in the French world, somebody in the Arabic world that wants to hear, some form of this kind of music, and it's really, really, really good. To God be the glory.
Yes. Yes,
Pastor
sir.
Phyllis Theobald joining us from Queens. Thank you so much for always supporting the show. Thank you so much, Sister Izzy. Really, really awesome song. Just listening to the song, you get that feeling of togetherness, that feeling of
Yes.
strength. And guess what? Together we are strong. When we divided, we are gonna fall. That's a rule
Yeah.
of thumb that just never fails. Once we are together, we are really, really strong. But once we
Oh,
start to
yes.
fight our neighbors, we start to fight our brothers and sisters, then we start to divide and we become weaker. So thank you so much for sharing that song, bro. I'm gonna touch on something else just before I play the last song from DJ Nicholas, and that song is God is in Control. Really, really powerful. You spoke about the collaboration already, but you are a UN Peace Ambassador and you have dropped the song Breathe on Me. We'll not be playing the song, but I'll be dropping DJ Nicholas that collaboration. Tell us about that office of being a peace ambassador for the United Nations. Really, really awesome, and congratulations to you as well, bro. Proud of you. Tell us about that.
Thank you. The Lord has always found it some way, some positions that I'm nowhere qualified for.
Mm-hmm.
Even had it in mind to know what it is all about at first. Some way, somehow, the Lord just always do that thing with me. It's a United Nation Peace Ambassador, where in regards to this, where they had gathered some clergy members, ministers, bishops from different parts of the world, in where we all come together and of course, to still shine the light of Christ. Yes, the UN has installed where persons are going to be shining the light of Christ. So Christians, we have to give thumbs up. The world actually recognize us, but yes, shining the light for Christ, bringing peace. Our aim and our mandate is making the world a better place in all different categories. There are parliament, education, and I'm in the aim or area that I've been placed in is where music and culture is concerned. So those are really my areas of out making our contribution. Most of it is philanthropy, and wherever we can. Recently, through our BOK Foundation, that's my company. We did 4 surgeries in Jamaica and over 3,000 stuff like that we have been doing. Also, when the pandemic came, that was when I reached out for the UN ambassadors, that's where we would have to be more functionality in our different areas wherever we are in our different countries. My area of target as well, which they had placed for me, is so Trinidad, all of those areas. Antigua, my main focus areas. But yes, I'm living Jamaica, my focus area, but me doing Jamaica area too.
Yeah, yeah.
But yes, that's what I do as a UN ambassador. So and I'm happy that music is one of the areas that they had placed me. Well, they would have placed me in it because I'm a gospel artist. Just trying to make a difference where music is concerned throughout some effect in and I thank God for that. In us just pushing gospel music, it is recognized worldwide. Gospel music, only that when they do have struggle, when they do have, believe it or not, when somebody's, who do they call for? Us,
Gospel
the children
ministers.
of the light.
Yeah.
So something that we have to be grateful for and keep pushing. Never feel dumb down, know where it is dumbed down. Persons try to push aside the man that say Christ, yeah man, they push him aside. But listen, at the end of the day, that's what they send back for a reason. They released, and because in the US they had stopped gospel stuff like that, praying. They had locked away prayer in school, and to God be the glory. Last year or this year, that they now call back and say, hey, let's bring back prayer. Poorly,
Yeah,
too
man.
much things are happening. When prayer was in
Mushroom,
school, so many
all those kind of
things weren't
things.
happening.
Yeah,
So to God
yeah,
be the
yeah.
glory, stuff like that is happening. And it's just for us to embark on that we do. So it's really so it's a shield that they give to us where
Oh, oh, good, good, good.
so you're able to operate wherever you are. So in the airport, and I feel like stop and preaching there or praying for somebody, I can actually lay my hand on soothe. In the US, you can't lay your hand and pray for somebody. You will be sued. Accident, you can't stop and assist in the accident. You will be sued. But to God be the glorious place me in some positions that all I can do is it has nothing on knowledge that I have, no special
Mhm.
skills. It's just the favor of God rested.
All right, bro. Powerful, powerful. You know, while doing the interview, before you held it up, I thought it was just a regular gold chain or some of your music thing. But trust me, really, really awesome, and it's really good, bro, that you can be shining your light in that aspect and being a peace ambassador. Trust me, it's really good, and you're using that to spread the gospel. Dignified. This man pulled people from all over, some he has never before. God is good. Awesome, awesome. Thank you so much. Also,
Thank
KG,
you. Bye.
yeah, man, yeah, man. Also, KGDS underscore global travel has joined us. Thank you so much for joining us, KD. That's a travel company that you can reach out to for any of your travel needs, booking, hotels, car rentals, any of those activities. If you want a helicopter ride, any of those things,
Woo.
reach out to AGS underscore global travel and you can be a part of her wonderful, wonderful travel company. And Kirkpatrick Brown in the chat, favor, and that's definitely favor for you, Sir Leonell. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And it's really good that you can just be shining the light in that aspect. And it's really, really good to have you on the show, bro. I'm gonna be dropping the last track to close out the show, and that is God is in Control from you and DJ Nicholas. Really, really awesome track. But before you go, anything that you want to just leave with our audience on this show, a word of encouragement for those who are tuned in, those who will be seeing this broadcast over and over. Blessings to you. Just drop your final comment. Also, drop your links. I've been sharing your links in the chat where they can find you, your website, www.audiotape.com/. I hope I got that right.
Yes.
Facebook. Um, you can find him on Facebook as well, Leonell Teape. You can find him on that. Thank you so much. And it's really, really good. Blessings, blessings, blessings. So share any other links that you want to share and just leave
Instagram,
us a final word.
Instagram and Twitter, it's tape. Instagram and Twitter, audio underscore tape. The tape is TEA, my real name. And also on YouTube, Leonell Teape. LE last name TEAPE.
Mhm.
It's just a word of word for the time. God gives everybody a word that they should bring across. So whether you be a team, whatever it is, there's a word for a time. And the word that I know that God gave me in just to know that, listen me, regardless of what you're going through, regardless of what circumstance that comes around, the main thing is to keep in mind is that God is in control. The bad, and the scripture says that Romans and all says that we should rejoice in tribulation because
Yes.
tribulation worketh. When I think about I remember in times past in 2014 a situation, it could have been the lowest point I have ever been in life, and scripture came that I should rejoice in tribulation. And I was saying, God, I mean, with what I'm going through now, joy. I can't put a smile on my face. I can't go into church with a smile on my face, please. But here's the thing: there are things that will come, and these are spiritual things important that will come that we will need to learn, and you will never learn it by a preacher, learn it through a song. You will never it's going to be your experience with God about that thing.
Mm.
And most of the time it's during tribulation. That's the time when we start to when we find out that the Red Sea is behind us, that the Red Sea is in front of us, fear on him, there's no way to turn, we can't turn left, you can't turn right. What else are you going to do? It's us. And it's not because if we were able to call on ourselves, we would. But it's going to be that God, all right, we can't do nothing else. God, what is it that I should do at this point? Instruct you as to how to go through. So really and truly, sometimes even though that and that Red Sea that is in front of you, the Lord allowed it in your life for out the greater good. There are so many other bad things that I know that took place in my life, and I see. So guess what? In all things, what should we do? Give thanks. So because
Mm.
God is in control, regardless of what you're going through, He has the world in His hand. Command. All He has to do is just speak, or even just blow on it, and things come to light. Things we worry about, He'll never leave you nor forsake you. Everything is there in His hand. So God is in control.
Awesome, awesome, brother, awesome. And trust me, Sister Michelle St. Augustine, my guest who is on the show, one of her songs has that similar title, and it's really really good. So it's a confirmation from more than one minister that God is really in control.
Yes.
And trust me, it's really awesome to have them on. All things work together for good. Kirkpatrick Brown,
Yes.
thank you so much
Yes.
for sharing the chat. Walcott, God alone can conquer every obstacle, and that's really, really awesome. Thank you so much, my brother, for being on the show. Gonna be dropping this last track, then I'll release you so you can go and do some other stuff. And you have already introduced this song, so when you hear this song, it's not just two musicians feeling high in the studio and just saying some things, off the top of their heads. This is coming from a real place, and doesn't matter what you are going through. Just remember that God is in control. It might be turbulent, things might be showing going
Yeah.
off tangent, and you're wondering when is this going to come together. Just remember that God is still in control, even when the boat is seeming like it's going to be turning over. Encourage somebody that God is.
Yes.
Thank you so much for hearing that wonderful song. And this is an encouragement to me. It's an encouragement to so many others on the platform tonight. Thank you so much, Sister Izzy. And thank you so much for joining as well. Guys, please check out Sister Izzy on the beat. Sister Izzy on the beat.
Yeah.
Awesome
Easy on the beat.
show. You can check her out. She's all over social media. Sister Izzy, IZZY Thomas. Just type that in Google, and trust me, all of that will come up, and you will see her show, all her music on YouTube, all over the place. Sister Izzy is like a mother to all of us, a really good mentor, always sharing. Thank you so much, Sister Izzy. Love and blessings, and also to your mom, Evangelist Melvina Thomas. Bless you too. Bless you. Bless you. And one thing I love, I have to say this publicly, Sister Melvina is always supporting Sister Izzy. Always, 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 always. So,
Yeah.
Izzy, if nobody else
Yeah.
comes on your life, your
You
mom
know
is
your mama
always on
got
thing and just pushing, pushing, pushing. Blessings, blessings. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. All right. So as we go today on this wonderful, wonderful show, we want to just I've been blessed just to talk with you, bro. This is more than an interview, and it's really good that we could have this the wonderful conversation this Friday, and it's
yeah.
really, really good. Friday, November 11 will not be the same after this interview because God
Yes.
has really all those who have joined on all the platforms. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Sister Izzy. Yes, yes, yes. We have gotten our first award, and it's really, really good. I'm really, really blessed. It's just beyond me just to get an award, and I'm so grateful to the all those who voted. Whether you voted once or you voted hundreds of times, I
Yeah.
really want to thank you publicly. I have not done a very official post yet, but I will. I just got some official pictures of the award, because I did not get to make it. And I want to thank my cousin-in-law Dania and her spouse for visiting Antigua. God was so good; they were close to the venue. They could have visited and collected on my behalf, and it's really really awesome. So, guys, this is just a tip of the iceberg. I just do this because I love it. It's ministry. It's my passion. God will do the rest.
Yeah.
And the same thing for Lee. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Also, Sister Izzy, and congratulations. Sister Izzy is nominated and awarded in so many different categories. I can't keep count of them. So, Sister Izzy, we are proud of you. We love you. Thank you so much for being a part of the broadcast. But before we go, how could we go before we drop the low track? God is in control, featuring DJ Nicholas on the shoot. Bless you. God is in control from featuring DJ Nicholas, and this is a track that he did recently. And trust me, awesome, awesome track. And this is gonna be sing as we go with the show.
Leonell Teape, God is in, and him no man come back to dream. Nicholas, we could never be in control. That's ridiculous.
Let me tell you about you.
Right, man. Not like him in this land. God take what the hedge and the devil not up.
One more time, one more time, one more time.
God is in control, and him no man come back to dream. Nicholas, we could never be in control. That's just ridiculous. Let me tell you about you. If you can't perfect, man. God say not like him in this land. God take what the hedge and the devil not up. His children and his livestock. So what was on his back first God and that his wife request that his friends are give up but closer shall not. Joe Rosa. Blessed be the name of the Lord. For you got all the baby looks and all the work of good to them that have got here we go.
That's it. That's it. One more time. One more time. One more time. One more time. If I don't pull it up, that will be
Run
ridiculous.
it, yeah.
We could never be in control. That's just ridiculous. Let me tell you about you. If you're not a perfect and upright man, God say not like him in this land. God take what the hedge and the devil attack. Kill his children and his livestock. Pick it up and put balls on his back. First God and that his wife request that. His friends say give up, but jokes shall not. Joe Rosa, worship God and say, naked I came to save shall I go. Blessed be the name of the Lord. Lord, there's nothing else in. For you got all the baby looks in. All the work of good to them that have got here we go.
God is in control.
God is in control.
Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. DJ Nicholas.
So we make him take
Who is in control? Who can harm the body and the soul? Who defend the young and the whole and love the poor more than the rich love gold? Who never sin nor condone it? Who blesses people tenfold? Treat everyone equal. And I shall call him out the control and me and the console. Who are you already crowned? You are running crowned. The body and the shadow of death. No friend. My God, anybody. I make for everything you have said. You are king, you wear the crown. Roll up, roll her, run the ground. God alone, the body and the shadow of death. No friend. My God, and the man. And the everything well said. He is the Alpha. Hey, he is Omega. He is the sovereign ruler. I create the kingdom. Who run the world? Who run the world? Who run the world? Do not be anxious about anything, but in every situation, by prayer and petition, with thanksgiving, present your request to God, and the peace of listening. We guard your hearts and your minds in Christ Jesus.
Never seen the righteous forsaken, God is in control.
Oh boy, trust me. Awesome, bro. Thank you so much for sharing this wonderful track with us. God is in control, and we can end the show on that note to say that
Yes,
God
sir.
in control. And I just feel like encouraging somebody again. You might be going through a situation, you might be watching this show, and you might be saying, boy, trust me, I don't know what's next. What is gonna happen tomorrow, Monday, whatever. Just know that God is in control. Because I've been there too, bro, where
Yes.
I have seen situations where I say, boy, I don't know I'm gonna get through this. You really I have days when I just lock down in my room and just don't know what is going to happen. Boy,
That's right.
I'm getting emotional.
That's right.
Trust me,
That's right.
even this transition, I don't, I didn't plan to say this, but even transitioning from Jamaica to the Middle East, trust me, that's a testimony in itself. You
In
know,
itself.
there were days when all I wanted to do was just to go back home. My wife could tell you, my
Yeah.
son could tell you. You know, I remember one day my son looked at me. We went to a restaurant and I wasn't just not talking.
Hmm.
And my son, my wife, it seemed as if daddy is, I don't remember the comment he made, but basically he was saying, it seemed as if I'm, not in a good mood or something. And I
Yeah.
was just wondering, what am I doing? Walking away from a job of
Yeah.
15 years, leaving my house, leaving everything. It's not easy. But guess what? Your song is an encouragement that God is in control. I want to encourage somebody on the platform today. We just don't do this show. I could be in my bed sleeping. Leonel could be, driving around or eating
Yes.
some good food, but he's on the platform because we are trying to encourage somebody that God is in control.
Yes.
We played so many different songs
Is
tonight.
in control.
You may have your favorite, but we're ending on a note tonight that God is in control. If you don't remember anything else about the broadcast, just remember that the situation the
Hallelujah.
situation you're
Hallelujah.
God is
God
in
is in
control. You're trying business, you're trying school, you're trying marriage, you're trying so many different things, and it seems like it's not working. He's in control. And I'm gonna tell you this quickly before we wrap up. Sometimes we can't even understand what God is doing. It seems
No.
as if everything is fragmented and you can't find where it's coming, when it's gonna come together. But trust me, doing this show alone is a
Yeah.
testimony. And I just have
Yes.
to tell you that before you go off tonight. Thank you so much, Sister Izzy. Better days are ahead. Yeah, man, that's a song done by Question Brown. That's a song I mentioned earlier, bro. You can check it out.
Uh-huh.
Better days are ahead, featuring DLT and Next Change. You can check it out. And it's a big encouragement. We have not even done half the work we need to do with that song yet because of how powerful it is. But trust me, it's an encouragement tonight as we end the show. God is in control. I'm gonna end the show playing that song one more time. Undisturbed, God is in control. So bless you in all your endeavors as peace ambassador for the UN, in all your philanthropic work, everything that you're doing, bro. Your ministry,
Yes, sir.
touring. I pray a blessing over your life and ministry of all the places that you're supposed to go. The doors will just keep opening up, and you'll just be humble before God and just continue to do ministry. That's my encouragement to you and to all those who are doing music, Sister Izzy, all those who are on tonight, Coach Tristan, can't remember all the names, Dignified Son, everybody that's logged on tonight. I pray a special blessing. Please like my channel, subscribe, and just share the channel with some
Yeah.
other people because guess what? Bigger and better things coming up in 2023 from this very platform. So please set up the subscriptions and just keep pushing, sharing the show, comment, like, share, whatever it is. You know the social media better than I am. And I started off with the song, like and share. So trust me, that's your command tonight. But we're ending tonight one more time. This is the thing I'm gonna say in control. Bless you, bro, as you go. And we are going to be having some wonderful persons on the platform coming up very soon. J Jones 876 album launch is going to be on December 10 in Jamaica in St. Thomas. Worship session begins 5:30 to 6:30 p.m. Show p.m. 6:30 p.m. Sister Izzy on the will be on that show, and trust me, Ryan Davis, so many different persons, Brother Simon, so many other persons, the gifted Minister Aya Lion, Claudius Wang, so many different persons, Sister Bonnie, trust me, it's gonna be awesome. So Sister Izzy, looking forward to that interview with J Jones 876 right here on the Awesome Music Show, and so many others. We're looking forward to them. Very, very exciting. And also, before I go, the second anniversary celebration of the Awesome Music Show will be in December. Tentative date, Friday, December 16th. So trust me, I'm gonna reaching out to so many of you just to support, drop your
Oh
jingles,
yeah.
support the music, and just let us just bring home 2022 in fine style. So as I go tonight, bless you, bro. God is in control one more time. Oh, this is a song that's going to be taking the show out tonight. All right, blessings. God is in control, everybody.
Leonell Teape, God is in control, and in no man can bounce up our dream. No man can. Nicholas, never be in control. That's just ridiculous. Let me tell you about you. If you never the perfect and a fine man, God say not like him in this land. God take for the hedge and the devil attack. Kill his children and his livestock. Pick it up and knock balls on his back. First God and die, his wife request that. His friends say give up, but Joseph shall not. Joseph worship God and say, naked I came, the same shall I go. Blessed be the name of the Lord. Lord, there's to be nothing. For you got rule and bend. All the work I put to them. God here. God is in control.
God is in control.
God is in control. So me make him take over. His bones is now to step over. Me surrender what me have to make over. And practice to give me man that me left over. Like Jesus and last time me make over. Him and me comfort and me can sofa. Him and me shield and the enclosure. Light and you only can give the exposure. Me who is in control. Who can harm the body and the soul. Who defend the young and the whole and love the poor more than the rich love poor. Who
Yes, Sister Izzy.
who blesses people tenfold. Treat everyone equal. That I shall call him out the control and me and the console. You are king and you are ready crown. You are ready crown.
DJ Nicholas say, "Hey man, have the console and have the control and him have the
Control.
console." Couldn't say it better. Yeah.
My God, Adiba, and it's everything well said. King on the throne, king, you wear the crown. Rule have a rule hard to run the town. Alone the valley and the shadow of death, no friend. My God, Adiba, and it's everything well said. He is the Alpha, hey, he is Omega, he is the sovereign ruler. I great defender. Who run the world? Who run the world?
Who run the world? What do you think of DT, you know? Don't call him name. I know him. Who run the world. Yeah, no disrespect to no one person who is bigging up somebody else. But we know who run the world.
Yeah. God.
Abnormal indeed, indeed, indeed. All right, guess what, ladies and gentlemen, we're checking out. We're checking out. Bro, almost 2 hours, and we could go on and on and on. God is in control, and it just dropped in
Yes.
my spirit. You might not be a Christian watching this broadcast tonight. You might not know God. You might not have a relationship with Him. And trust me, don't try to fix it on your own. Give Him the
Yes.
controls. Give him the controls. You understand? Let him fix everything. And the Bible tells us in St. Matthew, seek ye first the kingdom of heaven and his righteousness, and all things shall be added. The relationship, the job, the career, everything will fall into place when you put him in control.
Yes.
Bless you, everything person, everybody that's going to be watching this broadcast. time to come. Blessings to you. Go ahead, bro.
Can
Go
can
ahead.
also say for those that are listening, if you're on Instagram and send me and I'll send you a merch right away. God is it. Just send to me right now. Just hit me up on Instagram and then we'll connect and you are and we get some deliveries going over to you. All right. And God is in
All right.
control.
All right, bro. All right, blessings to you, man. That's good. So hit him up on Instagram. You can get some merch. God is in control merch, from him, and trust me, really, really good. We have to spread the word. We have to spread the word. I know this is
Yeah.
anybody else who believe in another faith or religion, but we believe in the true and living God, and we believe, hey, the man who rolls the thunder and flash the lightning, him in control.
That's
He is the
right.
one in control. None of us have to unplug ourselves in the morning or plug in the night, whatever. We fall asleep, we wake up. That could only be God. It's no doctor, no physician, nobody else but God. And trust me, we're checking out on
Yes.
that note. So be blessed, everybody. Thank you so much, my brother, for being on the show. It's a pleasure serving tonight as host of this wonderful, wonderful show. I will look forward to doing this over and over again as the year ends. Blessings to everybody. Thank you so much for your comments in the chat. Share the channel. Support Leonell Teape on YouTube, his channel, his music on all digital platforms. And trust me, invite him out for your shows. I'm sure December is coming. Bro, I didn't even get to ask you that before we end. Quickly, do you have any events coming up for December and the new year? Tell us quickly about that.
Yes. Yes. We have this here in November, and we also have another event in December 10th, Jamaica, with Randall Positive, Kevin Downswell, and some other big names. But yes, to God be the glory. We're looking for time, and of course, don't forget Genesis. Of course, every
Mhm.
January one except last 2 January. We are right here in Genesis. So yes, I'll be in Genesis Kingston and I'll be in Genesis Montego same night. But don't worry yourself, we're going to make it happen. Audio tape.
Yeah, man.
We'll make
Yeah,
it happen. So look, everybody know once we're doing performances live band, so I'll be having the entire band. I'll be the praise as a march out. So ensure that you show up and show out. All right.
All right. Blessings, blessings, blessings. So Genesis and several other events. Trust me, be there to support. Be there to support. It's really, really good. Also, just take it easy on the roads, bro. Trust me. We know it's gonna be a busy period, but if you
Oh
have to
yes.
do the event the same night, trust me, God will make it possible. Thank you so much for sharing on the show. It's a pleasure, bro, having you on. Trust me. We are out. We are out. Thank you so much. All right. So I'm just gonna close with just a little bit more of God is in control. Trust me, this song is awesome, awesome, awesome. Not the full song, but we're going out. God is in control. Blessings, everybody.
God is in control, and in no man can bounce up our dream. No man can. Nicholas, we could be in control. That's just ridiculous.
Look out for this man on several events. Check out his page. Check out his page.
Take what hedge and the attack. Kill his children and his livestock. Pick it up and ask put bones on his back. First God and died, his wife request that. His friends are give up, but drugs and shall not. Joe Rosa.
Joe Rosa.
Naked I came to see shall I go. Blessed be the name of the Lord. Lord, yes, you did not sin. For you God who the baby looks in. All the work I put to them, the love God, here we go.
God is in control.
God is in control. God is in control.
God is in control. So who is in control?
All right, we end on that note. We end on that note. Bless you, bless you.